Might as well have lain on the ground and let them trample us.
All right. So, picking up from where we left off, here in the grove. I think there were just a couple more things we had to do in the grove before moving on. So we're going to go see Mole and Zevlor, and then maybe one other thing, and we'll do a rest before we leave the grove. Not for good, but for a good long while. All right. I didn't really do much between sessions this time. I think I might have done some inventory management. Oh, almost walked right past these. Arabella and Arabella's parents.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
Well, I can't see the start of most of these dialogue options because my cat is sitting right in the center of the screen. I think this one is, I hope we meet again under better circumstances.
Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Bells, it's our job to get us out
And
of
her
this
mother
safely,
gives us a
not
locket
yours.
for
It's my job
saving
too.
her life.
The druids don't care about us.
It's not a particularly good locket.
We
It-
have to look after ourselves.
It just lets you
That's what
cast
Mole
light,
says.
which
That girl.
is a cantrip
I don't
that's
care what
fairly
Mole
easy to
says.
pick up.
Stupid and reckless.
Oops.
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole.
Absolutely. I was trying to talk to Arabella. There.
I'm never gonna hear the end of this. If I'd got that stupid idol, I'd be a hero.
Excuse me. Sneezed. What kind of hero did you expect to be?
A heroic thief. Mum? Dad? Mole? They all would have been so impressed. Mole said we had to do something, because the old folks weren't doing anything. They were talking when the druids were getting ready to throw us out. Why can't we just stay until it's safe?
Oh, poor kid.
I was fine.
Mother was a heartbeat away from
All right. So, Murkon said to find Donnie and ask to see the dragon's lair. So here's Donnie. Donnie
He stares
doesn't
right
talk.
past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Thank you. Hello?
His eyes flicker to yours for an instant, then away, as if it hurts to look at you.
Alrighty. You can also find this by passing an investigation check if you look like over your shoulder at what he's looking at. Because he'll run down here and you can pass an investigation check to find it. But here's this little cave where all the tiefling children hang out. And here's Mole.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here.
I have.
I heard you helped Melly with that locket. I owe you for that. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You saved Arabella from the druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done. And thanks for going easy on Sylphie. Not many marks would have done the same.
Mole will comment on all the kids you helped out. Obviously, she won't comment if you haven't been helping the kids or if you've done things differently. I don't know what happens if you're mean to the kids. I've never been mean to the kids. I've helped fewer, and the outcome's pretty much the same as this.
We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's Gate. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong?
Nope. I'm going to invest in the latest Thieves Guild.
Won't turn down free money. I've got operating costs you wouldn't believe.
I wouldn't.
Come see me in the city sometime, huh? I'll repay this and then some. See you around, maybe. Never see us coming.
I actually want to talk to Mole again. Come back!
I had a feeling you'd be back.
I never left. I think this option is thought you might need help with something.
I do, as a matter of fact. Revenge.
Oh.
You saw what those bastards that run the place were doing to Arabella, scaring the precious mite. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at. I would really like to be able to read all the options, Penny. 1 second. Scoot. There we go. An idol. What'll you do with something like that? The important thing is to get it away from them. That ritual's gonna get us all killed. And we can sell it once we get to the city. Thing like that's gotta be worth a small fortune.
I'll see what I can do.
Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark. But they're vicious. Anything else?
Nope, that's
You've been a
it.
friend to us. Come back anytime. Own that town.
So, we'll talk about stealing the idol in a second. But first, it's Murkon.
You came!
I did.
I have... Here! Mole said I should thank you properly for the harpies. So I wrote you a story.
Is that not adorable? Aren't you the clever one? That's very kind.
It's about you. I hope you like it.
I get to run the ring scan.
This is actually
Got caught.
really
You
cute.
have to lay low for a while.
I knew she
Look at
wasn't
this.
ready. Can you stop? It's not like you never
There's
got caught.
so many misspellings and grammar mistakes. Like, this is adorable. And this Thieves Stash. So we know Melly, which I think is this one, stole that locket.
You're blocking my light.
Excuse me.
Oh, I remember you. You're the one who helped me get away.
Yes, it is.
You want something? Were you just here to stare at my forehead? Yeah, okay, fine. Very funny. What do you want?
Do you have that locket?
Look, if I had it, would I tell you?
Maybe.
This entire conversation is a waste of our time, don't you think?
Sadly, yes.
Now find yourself a maze and get lost. I'm busy.
Okay. Obviously, stealing from the thieves is still stealing. I want to try something. If I get stuck on a rock, come over here. So, as a bard, I should be able to perform. Here it is.
Everyone's got junk. Worse than junk.
And then everyone will come and watch you. Here's the thing, though. Everybody is watching me. So if I come over here, no one's watching their stash. So I'm just gonna take this back. and no one's the wiser. Also, this is adorable. Look at them all.
Never a dull moment.
All right.
I need new pockets to pick.
Aw, thanks. Oh, God.
The gate will never see us coming.
They have no money, and they gave me their money. That's fine. I'll take it. All right. Time to go. Before they realize I took more than the gold they gave me.
Sylphie got caught. We have to lay low for
All right. So we can give this locket back to the guy it was stolen from. All right. Who is this way? Like I said, you can stop Melly from stealing it when he first takes it, and the guy lets him keep it. You do not, however, get a reward for doing the quest this way, and I chose the way that gives you a reward. So, this guy.
That kid stole the one thing that means anything to me. Got nothing to say to you. You got nothing I want.
I have the locket.
How did you... All right, fine, I'll give you some coin for it.
I could try this. She's not smart, but we could try this. Alright, she did it. Good for you, Bellatrix.
It's the last thing of Mum's I have. It's worth everything to me. What are you waiting for? I told you I'd give you some coin. Hand it over.
Thank you.
Finally. And here's your reward. We're square now. Get lost.
Can't wait to get back to the game.
Get out of my face. Got nothing to say to you.
You know, that's just rude. I know there's a dialogue tree where he'll tell you his mother stole this locket from a house she cleaned. So, thieves are only okay if they're in the family. This is where Zevlor is, so we'll come talk to him too.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
I mean, can you delay the ritual?
You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying.
I did.
It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense.
Then... Well, I think killing Korga might cause more problems than it solves. So you should cut your losses and run. I can help.
It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task.
I'm not an army, but go to the goblin camp, where all the goblins are, and kill their leaders. Yeah, sure.
Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
I bet you will. Do you
No,
have
sir.
anything else to say?
But if they're...
Our time grows short. If Korga won't abandon her madness, then we'll have to try the road. Goblins or no. What is it?
Oh, good. What brings your people out into the wilds?
We're refugees from Elturel. We took shelter here after gnolls and goblins attacked us on the road. We were bound for Baldur's Gate, and it was too late to turn back. Elturel had no place for tieflings after the descent.
Oh, I failed a history check. The Descent? What's that?
I'm surprised you haven't heard of it.
Me
the
too.
High Overseer, our Grand Protector, signed a pact with devils. It dragged Elturel straight to hell. Lucky for us, a group of adventurers found a way to bring the city back. Afterwards, people looked at us and just saw devilkin. No different from the druids here, really.
The Descent he's talking about, the Descent into Avernus, is a Dungeons & Dragons campaign, actually. I don't think it's part of any video game, but it is one of the campaign books for the tabletop game. Why did Halsin go with the adventurers?
Some artifact Aradin was hunting. I don't know any more than that, and I don't want to. This grove is poorer for losing Halsin, but I have my own people's concerns to look to.
Yes, you do. Alright, I think there's a ladder up here. And another tiefling.
Goblins nuts. So many ways to die.
See it?
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight.
Well, not with that attitude. Fight and win.
There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line?
How are you going to take my gold if you're dead?
Oh, I'm sure you're good for it. Just leave the gold on my corpse. After seeing you at the gate, I'm sure you'll last longer than us.
I mean, I probably will. Alright.
Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it.
Does she have?
So many ways to die.
No. I thought she had the same horns as me, but I think hers are a little bigger, actually. So from up here, you can jump across some ledges that way, but I don't like where it puts you because you can only get down by hurting yourself unless you cast Featherfall or Fly. You can also go up here, and I believe there's a chest up here. There is. Alright. And we are pretty much ready to leave the grove. I think there's some ledges you can jump across up there too, but again, I don't think you can get down from them without hurting yourself. Alright. So, I think I forgot to buy a trap disarm kit, so we're going to do that real quick and then walk out the grove. Because I don't think there's really anything else to do here in the grove proper. Here we go.
Need anything else?
Yes.
Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
No, but the way things sound, I am the only one with coin. Alright. I want a couple of these, because I think I forgot to buy them last time. Trap kits are only consumed if you fail disarming a trap, by the way. But if you fail disarming a trap, it also goes off. So, don't fail.
These tieflings prove fragile. I have a mind to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I failed to see the distinction.
That's rude. But it is still handy to have more than one trap disarm kit, just in case. So, we're technically not done in the grove. If we come over here a little bit, and I completely missed this my first playthrough.
These tracks, goblins.
Yes. Ooh, and a mushroom. Get it. There we go. Little secret passage. Alright. We're gonna sneak in here. Because there are traps.
Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign.
Yep.
Best be careful.
They will shoot you with laser beams and set you on fire and probably kill you. If you sneak, though, they don't shoot you, and you can turn them off with these panels here. I think there are 3 panels. And
Well,
there's
at least we got the druid to keep ourselves entertained.
goblins in here. What we're gonna do is sneak up on the goblin and shoot it in the back.
Just like old times.
They were all looking at this goblin that just dropped dead, and none of them know I'm here, apparently, because I did not start a fight. That's really kind of sad. But we'll sneak around to where the other ones are. There's also, I don't know if you can see him, but there's an injured druid just laying on the ground. I can't. Let's shoot another one. Now it starts the fight.
Ready for anything.
But the only one they saw is Astarion. Having a fighter or just a strong character jump into the middle of a fight after I sneak attack something is one of my favorite things.
Taking my time in the shadows.
I'm talking. See if there's even one I can reach. This one.
You're done pretty and sent to win.
All right. Now everyone's in battle. We can appreciate Astarion just destroying everything in this fight.
Dumpling.
So it's not going to matter because I'm probably going to kill them all before they can really do anything. But if you heal this guy, he'll join and help you fight. Not really going to be an issue for me, I don't think. Well, maybe if I can't kill the last goblin. Oh, I made it drop its weapon. Yes.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Need to act fast.
Because most of my characters already used their action. Oh, I might as well use a leveled spell, actually. I think Astarion killed everything in that fight. Alright.
His breaths are shallow, his wounds deep. He doesn't respond to your voice.
Well... You can also throw a potion at him, use any other healing spell, or leave him here to die.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here.
I'm surprised the goblins didn't gut you on sight. Why didn't they?
They were asking questions about a weapon. I told them the only weapons here are the ones the tieflings brought. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
All right, bye.
I don't need any attention right now.
Traps. Like I said, I think there are 3 panels. So that's 2. There's another one of the laser beam animals, and I think the last one's actually over here. Can Bellatrix? Barely. Oh god. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Alright. Now that I've disarmed all the panels, we can walk around normally. Oh. This person either couldn't figure out the panels or died trying. Another buried chest. All right. Alright, the only thing left to do in here is loot the goblins, and I think there's a chest in here, and then there's 2 exits. One exit goes back into the Enclave library. I don't recommend that exit because there's poison gas in there. And I think that's the exit up there. And I don't think Bellatrix can jump high enough to get up that way, so we're going to go around the long way. Note the oil on the ground, you know, help set you on fire.
Step carefully.
Oh,
there's a trap.
Well, hello.
Good thing I picked up the trap disarm kit. And I don't think he needs to lockpick it, because I believe the key we picked up off the dead body unlocks the chest. There's, whoops, a quarterstaff, gold, and some alchemy ingredients. And then over there, that's one of the exits. I think that's the exit that goes into the library. Ooh. Well, now I'm sad I bought the disarm kit.
What's inside?
Alright. Alright, let's get out of here. Again, going around the long way. The downside to this secret tunnel is half of it's mud, which is difficult terrain. It really just slows you down, but it's really obnoxious. Also gross. Now I think I forgot to loot the goblin on top of the hill. That's fine, because I don't want to walk all the way back over there. It takes forever. Alright. Hopefully I didn't get the exits mixed up, and this is the one I think it is. Thank goodness. So this is where the prison is, where the goblin got shot. Those ledges lead up into the prison, where you'll get thrown if you get caught stealing. You have to get caught first, though. And then there's a little secret passage over this way.
I don't
oh
like
god,
that mushroom. I should stay clear.
Yeah, they blow up if you stand too close to them. Oops. Well, honey, I just told you not to stand too close to the mushroom. someone's stuck. Who's stuck? Okay, it's Lazo.
Action, not reaction.
Like, you can't jump. You have the best jump ability of everybody in the party. Try not to blow up. Alright. And into here. Little camera. There you go.
Stop! This place is off limits. Leave.
I'm here to help. I'm always here to help.
Damn it! Was inventory today. I'm sorry. Nerves are shot after the attack. Do what you gotta do. Sorry if I don't show you around.
Do you need a hand up?
I just fall back down. Legs are as steady as a foal's. Bloody potion.
Where did you get this potion?
From the old lady in the cave. The one with the lotions and potions.
Interesting.
To her credit, it worked. I'm as strong as a bugbear. And fearless.
Are you
Of course
now?
she also warned of side effects. Should have listened. Now I'm stuck guarding crates.
Oh. That doesn't sound like a side effect at all. Let me heal you.
All right. I guess being fearless won't help if an arrow comes flying right at me.
Hold still and I'll cast the spell. I don't think I have a spell that can actually cure this woman. Let me see. Nope, definitely don't. Well, I can heal her hit points. I can't heal her paralysis.
What's next?
Shadowheart can, though. I've mentioned you can change your prepared spells on clerics, I think. So we'll just swap out. Let's swap out Cure Wounds for Lesser Restoration. I don't know if I have a level 2 spell slot, though. Yeah, I don't. She's stuck. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Unless... Yeah. Let's try this. Doesn't work. The important thing is I tried.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell.
I think it's because I threw something at her. Would you look at that? My map's upside down. I should have turned right at the crossroads.
Your conviction is enough. This will be taken no further. Nonetheless, this area remains forbidden. Best not try that again, lest your actions speak louder than your words.
Okay, bye. You don't normally get caught in here unless, you know, you try to steal something and she yells for the guards or something like that. You know what? We'll... Here. Sorry.
Guards! Guards!
For healing you? Nope, just gonna... Are we good? No one's coming. What happens if I talk to you again? Oh, nope, here he comes.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell.
I think because Shadowheart talked to him last time, I actually can do this again.
Your conviction is enough. This will be taken. Best not try that again.
Sorry. I was trying to help you, you know? For the record. And now I can't talk to her anymore. Alright, bye. She's... Look at that. Her thing's red. She's like actually really mad at me. Oh. Nope. Leave. Leave.
There.
Was never there.
Done.
You know, this is what I get for trying to help people. I wonder if she'll still be mad after arrest. It really doesn't matter. But yeah, people do actually have, like, opinions on you, and attacking them does lower it. I've apparently made her very angry. Oh, I said we'd talk about stealing the idol. So if you steal the idol now, while the ritual is going on, it makes the druids very angry, and I don't think you can get out of here without killing them all. So we're gonna have to take care of the ritual before we can steal the idol, which we'll do as part of the Investigate Kaga quest. But we're going to rest for right now, since I'm out of short rest and out of spell slots. Let's, oh, Will. That's right. I forgot we recruited Will last time. We should talk to him.
The goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped.
How does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells?
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Ariel's own, Chaos Incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing.
Who's your source?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy.
Dodgy.
I'm sworn to say no more.
Uh-huh. Well, let's move on to other matters.
Anything more we should discuss?
We should discuss so many things. I've noticed your stone eye. Did you lose it in battle?
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. By all means.
Some classes can take a closer look at Will's eye and tell you more about it. I've only had it trip with a sorcerer, but I suspect some other classes that are good at Arcana might also have more to say about Will's eye.
My father once said, "One does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call." So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse blared into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
My neighbor's dog is barking. I'm sorry if the microphone's picking that up. It's really quiet, so hopefully not much. What act could be finer than saving a life? You must have felt proud.
Proud? No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded.
It's nice to finally put a face to the name.
And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting.
Alright. let's talk to everybody else. Just see if there's anything else.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
I think for the most part, people are going to be commenting about recent events. Oh, it's worth it to talk to Withers occasionally. He has something to say, apparently.
This one, nor this one. And this one are less worthy still.
So he's about to talk about hirelings, which I talked to the first time we talked to Withers. The characters you can hire to replace party members, or if you just want a more custom party.
Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
Will these hirelings be joining me willingly?
Most willingly, forsooth.
Forsooth.
Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
Do you think I can trust these cultists?
Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake.
All right, then. I was saying it's worth it to talk to Withers occasionally, maybe like once or twice an act. Sometimes he comments on the goings-on in camp.
Almost pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
Like the company. Those murals in the grove, something about them seemed to catch your eye.
What can I say? They were eye-catching. Consider me an art lover.
Alright.
Need something?
I'm having a very hard time taking you seriously with that hat on. What do you think will be waiting for us at Moonrise Towers? I think this option is here because I spoke to the dead drow who mentioned Moonrise Towers.
Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk.
All right.
Speak.
Bye. Should have exhausted all conversation options. And there will be more Oh, everybody wants to talk. Everybody wants to talk. We'll start here.
It's quite a sight. The stars, I mean. I could take or leave your chin.
Gee, thanks. They are beautiful.
I can see the stars from Baldur's Gate, of course. But not with such clarity. It got me thinking. Reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. When we find the druid, will he know how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over?
We can still travel together.
Good. I don't want you to run off just yet.
Uh-oh.
You're quite the ally after all. Traversing Avernus, surviving the crash, surviving everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for.
I thought you didn't like me.
You have your charms. More than you think.
The smile on his pretty lips is a touch too composed, a bit too perfect. He may not mean a word he says.
Oh, he is absolutely lying. I meant it when I said this man is a walking red flag. But perhaps we should get to know one another better.
A delicious thought, but...
But?
The right moment.
Oh?
I'm sorry. I need to clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure. Sleep tight.
Alright, well, that went from cute to creepy very quickly. A little side note, I've mentioned your camp changes depending on where you are. If you're somewhere indoors, like a cave or a ruin, his dialogue changes just a little bit. He will in fact be admiring the ceiling.
A fine evening, don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces. Hideous. All of it.
Oh.
Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears.
The tears?
Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crash. Clear.
Are all Githyanki from the tears?
Your curiosity is to be commended. Githyanki are hatched in creches all throughout realm space. Clear is one of many. It's there I first saw a Kithrak mount a red dragon. Where I slit my cousins' throats at the Vaj's command. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
Alright.
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel?
I feel great.
Surprising is just the word, isn't it? Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash.
Ah, yes. When you want to have a character with a long adventuring history, but start him at level 1 with everybody else. Something special about us, or at least our tadpoles.
Indeed. Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
All right.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
Oh, boy. All right.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you got Korga to release the girl. The way you got that boy out of a harpy's clutches. In short, I've grown to trust you.
He will also commend you if you stop the tiefling from killing the goblin prisoner. Well, that's very gratifying.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
What kind of condition?
The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Are you telling me you're addicted to magic?
No, it's nothing like that. Magic isn't a narcotic to me. It's quite literally a lifesaver. I would not burden anyone other than myself with this were the stakes not so high, and the means of obtaining such artifacts challenging for a humble wizard to face alone. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
You know, Gale, this is what all addicts say. Fine.
You have my thanks. And fear not. Your implicit trust is well placed and will be rewarded with any and all means at my disposal. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Yeah. Items that Gale can consume are usually marked, like the color spray ring and Chimera's locket. Is that everyone? Everyone except Shadowheart.
The leader of the pack comes to chat. What's on your mind? You must be pleased to have a clear path forward. The sooner we find the druid house in, the better. I can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head.
What will come next for you?
Head to Baldur's Gate. Someone's waiting for me.
Oh. Who?
Let a girl have some secrets. Was there anything else?
How are you feeling?
The same. These parasites are proving suspiciously benign.
Suspiciously benign indeed.
Suppose I turn. What would you do?
If you turned into a monster, I'd run away.
And I'd chase you as fast as my tentacles could carry me. You're funny.
I'm hilarious.
It's a beautiful night. I think I'll stay up to enjoy it while I still can. Rest well.
Alright. I do. I want to get all the dyes out of my inventory because they're clogging it up, and I bought a lot of dyes. Okay, we're good. And then we'll go to bed and see if anything happens tonight. Oh, that is all my supplies. Nope. Alright. And now we're back on the road. We're gonna start with some backtracking. So if we warp, I want to go back down to the chapel. Since now that I have a trap disarm kit, we can get into that one tomb.
Careful, I bite.
I know you do. this one. That's a pillar. Walk around it. There we go. Can we appreciate that Astarian's bonus is 9 to 12? Like, in order to fail this, I would have to roll a nat 1. You know, I deserve that. Really. This is a great time to use some inspiration. That was obnoxious. Alright. There's... I think this is a spear? Yes. I never use spears, but we can either give it to Gale or sell it. And I was watching my first stream back and realized I forgot something in here. I was really mad about it too. So I let Withers out of his coffin, but I never looked in his coffin myself. So we're gonna do that real quick. I think there's a soul coin in there. I don't remember if there's anything else of note in there or not. Yeah. Oh, an arrow of many targets. That's some good stuff. Alright. So if you're, just a side note, if you're on a map with no warp points, you can still warp to any points you've found. You just have to use triangle to bring it up, I believe. Because there's one other thing I want to show, because I just recently found out you could do this. So most of the bodies on the beach you can't use Speak with Dead with. They are either too mangled or just don't have anything to say, but there's one body that you can talk to. This one.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you?
Francis. Merchant. Selling pottery.
Would you like me to craft you a stunning tale, lock your memory in legend forever?
Doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
Oh. Well. That's nice. What happened to you?
My cart. Shadow fell. Tentacle grabbed me. Took me here. Put something in my eye.
So he was abducted the same way we were. Do you know why any of us were taken?
No. Took everyone. Peasants. Lords. Took them all.
Pretty sure he died in the crash, but how'd you die?
Fire. Screaming. Then crunch. Nothing.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
So, he doesn't have anything of value to say, really, but he's the only body on the beach you can talk to. And I think some characters can get approval with certain class options. I'm not sure on that, however. Alright, let's warp back up here and get going. Alright, so...
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
I swear the banter your party has when you're walking around is one of my favorite things. You can jump up this ledge. At this point in the game, it'll trigger something else for me that I don't want to trigger up there. So I'm not going to go up there, but I do see this, and we will go up there later.
So, you know about these parasites? Will we survive them?
Only if my people extract them. The only other cure is the blade.
Oh.
Okay. Wonderful.
That was my reaction too. What have we here?
Strange. It looks healthy, but it's stone dead.
Bloodless pig meat.
Who cares about some pig? It's dead. Let's go. The pig's dead, my friend. Staring at it won't bring it back. Come on. We'll never fix these brainworms if we stop and gawk at every piece of carrion you find.
Let's examine the boar.
The boar seems to be fresh, only a few hours dead. Examining the corpse, you see 2 small puncture wounds in its neck.
And is it dead enough for you?
You seem very concerned about this, Astarion. I rolled in that one. We're gonna do that again. There we go.
It's been drained of blood with wounds in its neck. It's been killed by a vampire. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to worry you. They are ferocious creatures. But don't worry. I'll keep watch tonight. We won't have to worry about nocturnal visitors. Now please, let's go.
Astarion really hates the dead pig. Gee, I wonder why. So, we're not going to walk across the bridge right now. We're going to go off to the side. But, if you didn't diffuse the tension between Eridan and Zevlor, the adventurers will be on that bridge instead of in the grove. But like I said, we're going to go this way for right now.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
We'll come back to the illicit options. What happened to your friend?
An oil bear. Please, do you have any...
Shut up, Andric. Do you serve the Absolute?
Wait.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them. She is a true soul. Mind her. She will... She...
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
Why were you out here at all, really?
We know that all too well, ma'am, but the Absolute sent us here.
We're looking for fugitives. Survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here.
True soul?
What? Are you testing us?
Yes.
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice. Your words are her command. She grants you the power to enforce her will. And when the time comes, the true souls, you, will rule.
Please.
Any supposed new god would have an uphill battle.
A crude summary. You have to learn more of our faith.
I'm sorry, true soul. I only repeated what I thought I knew. It seems the Absolute still has a great deal to teach me.
Forget the owlbear. You're alive, so go.
What? And just leave Ed?
I mean, he's dead.
I suppose he'd want us to go on. Find a way to honor his sacrifice.
May the Absolute guide us.
They spoke of the Absolute. Same as that goblin, Saza. Curious.
If you tell them to avenge their brother...
Looks like the Absolute's drawing all sorts to become followers. Impressive in a way.
They will actually go and try to kill the owlbear. I hated fighting the owlbear. It made me so sad. So I'm going to do my best not to do that. But let's have a look at this.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
Force your mind shut. You will not be influenced by an illithid parasite.
Your muscles loosen. The tadpole breaks free of its deceased host. Your mind is your own again.
Oh! Ew. Oh my gosh, he has so many provisions. And part of a broken spear. We're gonna take that too. It also looks like we can talk to this body. So let's go ahead and do that.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
So who are you?
Adored. A true soul. A chosen.
Who chose you?
The Absolute. The Almighty Goddess.
What can you tell me about the Absolute?
Do not fight her. Power. Such power.
What were you doing here?
Looking for her weapon. The Absolute.
What do you know about this weapon?
Crashed from the sky, taken by infidels.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
All right. I do not like the absolute cultists. I think they're creepy. That is in fact the point. But let's keep going. Alright. Also, we should cast Speak with Animals. It is going to be handy in this next part, and also, it's a free cast, and it lasts all day, so there's no reason not to. There's a cave. I think this path is a dead end. I'm just gonna make sure of that real quick. Oh no, it's muddy. Yes. Alright, let's go back to the cave. Here we go. So this is the Owlbear Cave. They should say something about it up here when we see the tracks. Yep.
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
Yeah, right here. Alright. So, there's a couple of things in here.
That stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
We'll go over there in a second. But there's also a stash of stuff over here.
A shrine to Seluna. Quaint.
Why is Astarion the one who passed the religion check? What is wrong with you, Shadowheart? You're a cleric. Everybody failed an Arcana check. It's for this chest, I believe. Ow.
This thing won't yield its contents easily.
Oh, incense I think is light and actually worth a lot of money, so we're just going to steal this. This book talks about Seluna and Shar because they're divine sisters, pretty much constantly at war. Potions. So, I think we can jump over here.
That might be worth a look.
And we found a prayer sheet. It's a prayer to Seluna.
Just an old prayer.
Really. Another book about Shar and Seluna. So, my character's stupid, but if you pass your checks, that's a Seluna prayer sheet. This chest has the mark of Seluna on it. So, if you read the prayer sheet in front of the chest...
Chest's unlocked. My prayers are answered.
You should leave it, or even destroy it if possible.
Don't be ridiculous. There could be something useful here.
This rubbish is an offering to Seluna. At best, it's worthless. At worst, who knows? Could be cursed.
Do not trifle with that moon witch or her trinkets. Only trouble will follow.
We can't just abandon resources that we might need. Be sensible. So you saw opening the chest got me inspiration for Shadowheart. And we've learned Shadowheart seems to have a problem with the Moon Maiden.
Fine. Perhaps you can sell them for a couple of coins.
Hurts.
So this paper, this Selunite rite, talks about how they would leave their kids in the wood for a night.
Worthless.
And have them find their way back home. And there's a pendant that Gale can absorb, which I think If the wearer has 50% hit points or less, they don't provoke opportunity attacks. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. If you fail to persuade Shadowheart that you should take what's in the chest, you have to pass a sleight of hand check to take the stuff out of the chest or get disapproval.
You feel the quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear, its beaked face looming out of the darkness.
This is unfortunate. Just back away, Lae'zel.
The owlbear stares, but doesn't move to attack. The way out seems clear.
I would like to talk to it.
Owlbear eggshells. An unhatched one would fetch quite a price.
But it might attack me if I approach it now. Let's find out. Can we talk? There we go.
What's this? Something weak, something tender. Won't even have to chew you before I feed you to my son. Soft meat.
You're injured. There's still half a spear lodged in your head.
It's a splinter. I've gutted bigger threats than you with worse.
Just allow me to leave. I'm no threat to you or your cub.
You're small, weak. Killing you would be a waste of time.
Yes, it would.
You can go, but you make one wrong step and I'll rip you to shreds.
Fair enough. Now, we can walk out, but if you get too close or approach her egg, she will attack you. And I do not like killing the owlbear. It's really sad because she has a baby. Part of me wants to try to talk to the baby, but part of me is also worried she'll murder me, so we're just gonna leave. Gosh, my party's a bunch of slowpokes.
Do you think your kin search for you, Lae'zel?
I know they do not. It is my responsibility to cleanse myself.
They pursued the Nautiloid. Perhaps they were trying to free you.
A vain notion. I am one of many, and will not be a burden to my queen.
Alright, so up here is the forest. There's one very important thing to do in the forest. There's also some provisions.
How would you punish someone who wronged you?
Wrong me how?
Oh, say, murder or theft?
Killing is good. It culls the weak. But theft would be paid for painfully, 1,000 times over.
Good to know.
Why are you asking, Shadowheart? There's a dog!
Might be useful.
Is the bestest boy.
Your sour face is tiring, Shadowheart.
Oh.
By all means leave if I am so distasteful.
I'd rather not turn my back on you, if it's all the same.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly.
What happened here?
I told you to go.
I'm not an enemy, I promise. Let's let's do it without friends.
There's death in your scent, but not in your words. Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest.
I don't think he's going to wake up.
Of course he will. And then we'll return home.
What happened to your friend exactly?
We were attacked. Cackling, furry things on 2 legs. And their smell, it was strange, rotten, evil.
You know the creatures he describes. Gnolls.
What's your name?
He calls me Scratch. You can do the same.
You should travel with me.
No, I won't leave him.
If he doesn't wake up, you can follow my scent back to my camp.
If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
If you try to shout at the corpse, it makes Scratch attack you, and I have absolutely no desire to kill the bestest boy. I also don't want to use Speak with Dead because I worry it might make Scratch angry. And the body's not going anywhere. We can come back when Scratch isn't around to talk to the body if we really want to. Now, other than Scratch, there's not much in the forest. Just a lot of opportunity for provisions. There's mushrooms, there's hunter's stash, bird's nest.
Food. Freshest fish I've ever had.
I don't care for fish. Red meat, now, that's a different matter. Rare as can be. Dripping.
Well, unless we find a cure, you won't have any teeth to chew it with soon enough.
Also, ew. That's disgusting, Astarion. Jeez.
So, you and Lae'zel. Seems fun.
Please don't remind me. But keep your guard up with her.
Note.
And I think this puts me back by the bridge.
Dead goblins.
Yep.
Dead travelers.
Were they heading to the Druid's Grove?
Alright. So, like I said, the adventurers will be here if they left the grove earlier. There's a bunch of chests. I don't think there's anything of particular value in any of them. Oh, they do have the good china. One of them has the good china. That does make sense. And then a bunch of bodies. Adventurers, goblins. I think, so there's a village directly ahead of me. I think we're going to do a long rest before we go in there, though. I want to see if I can trigger something. Oh. If I haven't mentioned it, orange objects like this are, usually quest related. It really only matters because they can't be sold. Drawn in thick charcoal lines upon an animal's skin, this childlike portrait depicts 3 stick figures, a goblin with sparks in its hands, a square humanoid figure, and what seems to be an elf. Each of them is wearing a simple crown. I think that updates that quest because it's about the goblin leaders.
Goblins. I can smell trouble ahead.
Moonhaven.
Moonhaven. Alright. Yeah, let's head to camp. I want to see if a scene triggers tonight. Alright. Let's see if anybody has anything to say first.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Looks like that's gonna be a no. Just talk to a couple of people and make sure.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
Alright. Like I said, I'm mostly doing this because I want to see if I trigger a scene tonight. Anybody have anything to say? Nope. Alright. This is going to be a partial rest. We haven't done anything.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares.
This is the scene I wanted.
Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear.
It looks like you were going to bite me.
I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
So it's exactly what it looks like.
There in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
I can't believe I didn't see it. We even found the boar you snacked on.
It's not what you think. I'm not some monster. I feed on animals. Boars, deer, kobolds, whatever I can get. I'm just too slow right now. Too weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer. Fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
So, we're not using a Lithid on any of the companions because it makes them very angry. But also, can we appreciate how pathetic and adorable that please was? Anyway, why didn't you tell me?
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs.
Valid.
No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me.
I do. I believe you.
Thank you. Do you think you could trust me just a little further? I only need a taste. I swear.
Fine, but not a drop more than you need.
Really? Of course. Not one drop more. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
It's like a shard of ice into your neck. A quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches, your pulse quickens.
So, if you stop him here, the check is 5. If you let him continue, the check jumps to 15. If you let him continue a second time, he kills you. You can keep going.
You lean into him, losing yourself. You can feel your blood racing, coursing through both your bodies. A gentle, numb feeling starts to spread.
Alright, that's enough. Woo! For the record, if he kills you, you can switch to a different companion and have either Withers revive you or use Revivify. It's just very funny.
Of course. I was just swept up in the moment.
Uh-huh.
But it worked. I feel good. Strong. Happy.
Then I'm looking forward to seeing you fight.
Shouldn't take long. So many people need killing. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling. This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
You watch as he stalks towards the forest, stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
If you don't let him bite you, he's really sad when he leaves. So I usually let him bite me. So I have a debuff now. I have the Bloodless debuff. It's a -1 to everything. Also, look who's here. It's Best Boy. Hello, Best Boy.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
I'm sorry about what happened to your master.
Master? Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
It's the Best Boy. Pet him more. All right. And now, obviously, Astarion has something to say.
Good morning. How do you feel?
Fine. Just a little woozy.
It'll pass. Just be glad I'm not a true vampire. A bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn. Like my good self. All of a vampire's hunger, but few of their powers.
Is that how you can stand in the sun? Because you're not a true vampire?
Oh no. I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time.
Is it the Mind Flayer's parasite causing this?
That's my theory, but who knows? I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
A vampire? Well, that explains the pallor. Given our group's nature, I don't see much harm. We're each monsters in the making, after all.
For his sake, he best not develop an appetite for Githyanki.
I trust him.
Quite the opposite. I'm here in the spirit of openness and honesty to work together as a team.
Fine. He stays till he's no longer of use. Besides, my flesh is not so easily tasted. Unless, of course, I have offered it.
Oh.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
I'm gonna talk to him again.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Well, somebody's opinion of me has changed. So about you biting me.
I've already apologized. What more do you want? Unless you're looking for another nibble.
Maybe later?
Maybe. But there won't be any more midnight surprises. I can promise you that.
Tell me about your history.
Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again.
How does one become a vampire, exactly?
It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free and a true vampire.
In theory?
People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen.
So, Astarion has some extra abilities now. He is a vampire, so now he has the bite ability. You don't get a lot of damage for doing this, but he does get some HP back doing it. And he gets the happy buff, which he has right now. It's basically a +1 to everything. Also, the dialogue options I took will let me offer to let him bite me at night, which will give me a bloodless buff for the whole day, but start him with a happy buff. Our teammates should have something to say about Astarion now, too.
Speak.
Or not.
Well met.
Well, that's weird. Usually they make comments on him being a vampire.
What's on your mind?
Oh, well, we do. We can ask Gale about it directly.
We all have our burdens, one way or the other.
Cryptic. I was wondering, that condition of yours, why does it require magic?
Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
If I offer him something now, I don't think he'll take it, so we're going to ignore that.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
I think if I use this option, I have to pass a persuasion check, and I don't think she likes me enough for me to have an easy time passing that. So we're just gonna start the day. All right. Before heading into that town, let's go back to that body, the one Scratch was guarding. We can use Speak with Dead on it, and we can loot it.
Feed if you must, Astarion.
Oh.
But give me so much as a hungry look, and I'll drive a stake through your heart.
I do so very like spicy food.
Me too. That spicy food might murder you, though. Let's do Speak with Dead first.
corpse regards you lifelessly.
So who are you?
Gunwick.
Thanks, that was informative. What do you do?
Run Fleetfoot. Courier company.
It's a mailman. Why were you in the forest?
Letters. Delivery to Baldur's Gate.
What happened?
Pack of gnolls. Claws. Teeth.
Where are you from?
From Trail.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
So I didn't ask him where he keeps the letters because they're on his person. Including one telling him to be careful. That's sad. Also, since we rested, I want to check back in with the owl bear. Because I think something down there might have changed.
You fight well, but you're so efficient. Why not have a little fun?
Fun? I fight to win, not to make spectacles.
What a waste.
Oh. Astarion. You're a psychopath. Alright. I'm gonna approach from the side kind of slowly in case I'm wrong about what's happened. But I suspect... Yeah. So, if you're like me and you feel really terrible about fighting and killing the owlbear...
Seems like a pack of goblins swarmed the owlbear.
She deserved better than that.
She dies whether you fight her or not. And you can take the spear out of her head. So if you don't kill her, a pack of goblins shows up and kills her. You will notice, however, that the baby is suspiciously not here. But what you can do is you can take this egg.
An owlbear egg. These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
We'll be doing something with this if I don't accidentally eat it. And don't count on me not accidentally eating it. It does go in your camp supplies. You can also get some rare medium armor to sell, to store, to put on someone proficient in medium armor, whatever you like. Alright, but now we're finally ready to enter Moonhaven. It's just going to be a little bit of a walk to get back there, is all.
Do you have someone waiting for you in Baldur's Gate, Astarion? A sweetheart, perhaps?
No sweethearts, no. I prefer them savory.
Oh.
This is what I get for trying to strike up conversation.
I've heard that travel dialogue before. It's a little different if he's not revealed to be a vampire yet. He doesn't talk about eating people, obviously. He just, I think, says he has many people waiting for him in Baldur's Gate. Alright, in we go.
Get over there! Surround them like!
I know you're there. Show yourselves.
You spotted us! Good! It's like they say. No fun in skewing a pig what doesn't know he's cooked.
Oh dear. There will be no skewering happening. Now let me pass.
We got you surrounded.
Oh, yeah?
Here's how this goes.
You take one step further, and we'll fill your front with arrows. Or you turn around, and your backside gets the same treatment.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Now is the time for Illithid powers. Stand down. Now.
You're a true soul. But my mistake, madam.
Yes, indeed.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back.
You'll get no more trouble from us. Promise.
Oh, everybody has something to say about that.
So the tadpole gives us the ability to influence others.
Ignore it. Deny it. This is nothing but a disease, and every use will sicken us further.
Nonsense. Any power freely given is a power well received, and this is a valuable power indeed.
It's only valuable if we understand it, and we don't. Not yet, at least.
Such powers of manipulation could be useful, and if it makes our enemies more malleable, all the better.
My point exactly. I'm so glad you agree.
Hee hee.
Yes?
Alright, I just wanted to see if they had anything further to say. But the goblins were serious. You will find many goblins in Moonhaven, but if you either persuade, deceive them, just don't fight them at the door, they will not fight you. They're not particularly nice, but they won't fight you. Which leaves us free to look around this abandoned town, and none of this belongs to the goblins, so we can also loot the place. There's a few things to do here. Nothing of super significant value up here on the surface. There's 2 houses with basements. A lot of books. This place has a lot of potion ingredients. I believe it was a alchemy shop. But yeah, a lot of alchemy ingredients, a lot of empty bottles. Oops, no, I want the wine. Thank you very much. Like, I think there's also some healing potions. Oh, a potion of sleep. Lots of good stuff. Alright. Oh, did I read that? I meant to read that. There we go. Yep, this talks about a cellar.
It says there's a cellar here somewhere.
It's here. We'll go down there.
I don't see one.
It's right here, Shadowheart. We'll go down there in a minute. We're gonna look around the rest of the village before we go down into either basement. Like I said, I think there are 2 houses with basements.
Look, don't talk.
I'm walking into a fence.
And you got nothing to show for it but your own arse.
Oh dear. Let's go up here. There's ogres.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another tiefling prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food, the mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the absolute.
You're quite eloquent for an ogre.
Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand. And
You are indeed.
A delicacy. Unless you bear the mark, of course.
I bear no such brand. You can lie to them, and you can actually convince them to fight for you. He gives you a horn. I never remember to use the horn in a difficult battle, so let's just cut out the middleman.
Food? Food? Food.
This may have been stupid, because they might murder me. Move forward a little bit, Astarion.
Look, don't talk.
The ogres, not gonna lie, also happen to have some loot that I want.
It's easy these days.
Disadvantage. Yeah, let's give someone some disadvantage. That seems like a good idea. You'll do. Focus fire. Oh, he's frightened. That's great. Frightened means he can't move. I'm gonna hide. But first, oh god. Alright. There's a good chance one of the goblins is gonna join this fight. Oh, Shadowheart, why do you always miss? I should have given you the inspiration. Just because he's close by and we'll see it. Actually, let's see. Disarming, goading. Let's try to disarm him. No? Oh, he's not holding a weapon because he fights with his fists. So just jump up there and kill him. Let's go ahead and use an action surge. Oh. Yeah. We'll use cutting words.
Twice as full of shite.
Oh! Cutting words, I think, just gives them a bonus to hit, because she missed. Oh, that makes them harder to hit. Bad day.
Something over there.
Oh, it's because he's not proficient with scimitars. That's why he can't use those.
No choice but to keep going.
Doing pretty well with them as it is. Do I want to use a spell or a ranged attack? Let's try to save some spell slots and use a ranged attack. 2 shots, because I'm dual wielding. Ow. Just take a swing, Shadowheart. Thanks, honey. Also, please heal the vampire.
I will ascend.
I'm gonna take a hit walking past you, but I kind of want to hit the other ogre because I've already done enough damage to him.
No time to waste.
Here it comes. Woo-hoo-hoo. Ow. Whew. That did 4 damage even though it missed. Alright, let's try. Oh, we got him. Good for you.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Let's see if we can give him a debuff too. We'll do it at level 2 this time.
Victory awaits.
Keep going, honey. Almost there.
Let's finish this.
Heal yourself. And let's try and hit this thing. What is that? 42? Actually, I lied. Use mirror image. Make yourself harder to hit. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Oh, this is unfortunate. We saved right before we entered here, so I'm a little concerned. I'm not that concerned. Oh, hey. Take an offhand shot. Also, run away. The plan is to hopefully not die. Let's use Cure Wounds on Astarion. Very good. And let's use Healing Word on Lae'zel. And let's stay there. Oh, he's alive. Drink a potion and try not to die. You can use 4 to 13, or a healing potion is 4 to 10. Use Second Wind. Watch them both die. Oh.
Death, you will not take me.
Okay. 16. And drink another potion.
Time to push my luck again.
Can you hit him from where you're standing? I can. We should probably use the spell slot.
Blood follows me everywhere.
Oh, she frightened him. That's going to be so hopeful. Please kill him. You didn't kill him. You failed. Lae'zel, now is not the time to fail. How about you rally yourself? Nope, can't target self. In that case... just the goblins in the background. Astarion, maybe? There we go.
Can't give up.
I would prefer if you could kill the other one. I don't think that's gonna happen, so maybe... They're both so close to being dead. Just trying to stay alive. Woo! Alright. Well done, Astarion. How about you go over here?
Another fight. Let's go.
Too high. Move
One
closer.
day I'll catch a break.
I wonder if she can throw... Because I'd prefer Lae'zel to be standing at the end of this fight.
Good idea, I think.
There we go.
I am fury. I am death.
She can't attack because she stood up and it took her action to stand.
Stay focused.
Can you jump to him? No. Can you maybe kill him? Because he's going to kill Lae'zel if you don't. Well done, Shadowheart. Good job.
On I go.
And she's out of spell slots, as usual. I would still really like her to be standing.
Survival is all that matters.
By the way, if your characters share initiative, they can move interchangeably.
No hesitation.
I will ascend.
You still can't kill him, so I guess we're just gonna use the guy who does all the killing. Yeah. Well, that was rough.
Time to get going.
Anyway, I said they had something I wanted. It was this guy. Has the warped headband of intellect. Wearing it raises your intelligence to 17. I think it's supposed to raise it to 18, but the ogre broke this one. This is the horn to summon them that he gives you if you convince him to join you. And this book talks about how he got smarter when he put the band on, and that he was working for Dror Ragzlin, one of the goblin leaders. We can also talk to the tiefling they were eating. Well, we can talk to her corpse. She's dead. We can't have like a normal conversation with her. I think she's actually missing an arm.
The tiefling's corpse stirs with the spell. You realize the tiefling's body has been torn open by huge hands.
Yeah, probably the ogres I just killed. Why were you here, honey?
Strange warriors. Gold. Skin. Silver blades.
Quick of foot, this one, to avoid Githyanki hunters.
Where did you see them?
Mountains. Road. Gate.
So this is like another way to find out where they are if you choose not to let Lae'zel torment Zoru in the grove. Where are you from?
Baldur. Zoru. Friend.
Do you happen to have anything of value?
True sight. No coin.
That's a shame. I guess I have only one question left. I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, though.
Ogres. Hungry. Bloodied. Screams.
Alright. I think this bookshelf? Where is it? Yeah. Oh, a little children's poem. This is what I wanted, though. An attendance log and missing children.
Shadowheart's attention is fixed upon the contents of an old journal.
We should keep moving.
What just happened?
Nothing. The trick of the light.
Don't take me for a fool.
I'll take you as I find you. Now let the matter rest.
Rude.
Let's just move along. Time's a rare currency for both of us.
It is indeed. There's also, and I missed this my first playthrough, there's a second floor to this house. If you get up on the roof here. What the heck just happened over there? Sounded like somebody drank a potion. Someone with better perception than me walk in the room, please.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Thank you.
Something over there.
A child's drawing. And a handwritten note. There's not really anything important up here, just the drawing and the note saying happy birthday. Shadowheart, you're in the way. And a painting. Portrait of Ifen bin Midst. And now it's mine. Moving on. All right.
Haven't seen that game in years.
It took me forever to figure out what she was talking about. It's the hopscotch square on the ground. All right. Is this locked? Of course it is. Astarion, unlock the chest, please.
A crooked touch.
You know, Bellatrix has good dexterity. You know what? That's sad. Try again. I was going to say, Bellatrix has good dexterity. I probably don't need to switch to Astarion. It is force of habit, though.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Because I usually don't play a character with good dexterity. This building is the other one with a basement. It's locked. We'll go in this basement at a later time, too. We're just gonna look around the village before we go in any basements. Alright, anything of note in this house? Oh, this is another way to get in there if you don't want to lockpick it or if you don't use one of the keys. And I think one of the keys I just picked up goes to that door in the front. But you can break this web and jump down into the basement of this house. Oh, there's a journal. Oh, talking about a... Yep, find the masterwork weapon. It's talking about a blacksmith making a great weapon. Oh, this is so tempting. No, no, don't attack the sleeping monster. Let
Weapon
sleeping beast
blueprints.
fly.
A master blacksmith's work.
I don't think she would have commented on that
Too refined here. Just quick ideas sketched out.
if we hadn't found the journal. What is...
Look what we got here. Another little birdie wanting to fly.
Screw you.
Thing.
Oh.
Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you. Hope you got a stomach for ice.
What the hells are you doing?
What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly.
You're doing a bad job. Let me rephrase that. Why are you doing this?
'Cause it makes me laugh.
Okay, fun's over. Release the gnome.
You want this little cave lurking what's it? Find your own. He's ours!
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
I think you can use illithid persuasion once per long rest. All of you lot against one deep gnome. You should go find a better target.
I reckon we could do better than this run, eh? We're leaving.
What about the gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to...
I said we're leaving! There's plenty of sport and rich pickings out there for us. Move it! Fresh meats.
Inspiration for Astarion. Oh god. Be gone. You know, this really is kind of hilarious. I guess we should get him down. Well, we need to stop the windmill to get him down. By the way, if you don't find the journal, a similar scene will happen here at this statue with Shadowheart. So just a note. In here, there are two levers. There's a release brake lever and a brake lever. My first time playing the game, I didn't see the brake lever. I just quick saved. And I did this. Oops. We're not gonna do that though. I just think it's really funny. Especially in retrospect. Imagine my horror when I did this the first time and I hadn't saved and just accidentally flung the gnome into oblivion. But no, we're gonna pull the correct lever and get him down. It doesn't make it any less funny though. Before I get him down, we're gonna climb the ladder though. Anything up here? Nope. I hear you. I'm coming. I'll get you down.
Cut me loose!
Fine.
Bag of Cabara. There's pestilent thugs. Well, get on with it.
You seem a little confused.
You saved me. Now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes?
I'd rather know how you got caught.
My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on.
You're a little far from home for a deep gnome. They usually live in the Underdark.
Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city.
Seem to be having some
with blood.
camera problems.
My friend nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell.
Oh dear.
If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
Bye. Hopefully the camera works better the next time we talk. He said we could have his pack if we could find it. It's in here. Here it is. Heavy backpack. Ooh, smoke powder. It's basically a bomb. And wasn't there another chest? Where's the basket? Ew, rotten eggs, gross. The other one's empty. Also, I think I saw a broken spear upstairs, which reminds me. So we found the top of the spear in the owlbear, and we have the shaft of the spear from Edwin. It's in here somewhere. This is why I go through my inventory occasionally. I can never find anything. Here it is. We can combine them, and now we have a spear. Like I said, I really don't use spears, but this is neat. I should clean out my inventory just a little bit while we're here. Just a little bit. There we go. And you might see me just put some magic items in my wares. It's usually because I want to sell them because I'm never going to use them. Like all the lightning charge armor. I'm sure lightning charges are great. I just never remember to use them. Basically gives you the ability to do like a lightning blast. Alright. There's one more thing to look at here on the top floor of the village. Top floor. Before we go in any of the basements, I mean. It does happen to be one of my favorite. Well, I guess there's two more things, because there's that item you can get too. So, up these stairs. We'll address the thumping sound in a minute. Is this?
Beast fit for an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat.
Let's do this. Carefully wiggle the dagger until it slides free. Yay!
Your cautious method pays off. The dagger glides smoothly out of the mystery meat.
It's a little +1 dagger. So it's not special, it just gets a little bonus. We're going to give that to Astarion because unlike scimitars, he's proficient in daggers and will actually be able to use the abilities it comes with. Alright, now we're going to address that thumping sound. We're going to save first.
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Hello?
Go away!
Oh. Open the door.
Leave it. Whoever's inside doesn't want an audience, and I don't want to fight.
Open it anyway.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh my god. Do carry on. The bookshops in Baldur's Gates pay well for this kind of smut.
Tell of my rutting, my virility.
Oh god.
Don't want this puny rotting written down.
Oh god.
I am strong. I am virile. I am
Enough! Moment ruined. Passion squished like slow goats underfoot. Oh, we leave.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. Except I get out of the way. That's just embarrassing for everyone involved. Oh no. Usually opening the door means you have to fight them, but I guess because I'm a bard, I can just laugh at them instead. Alright, no, pull yourself together. Does anybody else have anything to say about that?
Yes.
No? Okay, just checking. I don't think there's a body in here. Why? And some food. Did we talk about what they were doing just right next to a dead body? I mean, really? Oh, no. I'm okay. Really, I swear. It was just very funny. All right. Moving on. I think that's everything in the village except for the basement. Because I think over here is a bridge. Oop. Actually, I think something might happen if we approach the bridge. Oh!
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
Is it now?
What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormyr, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
Pleasure. I'm Bellatrix.
Charmed, I'm sure, in more ways than one.
Oh.
We should have a chat, you and I, but not here. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come.
Oh.
There, middle of somewhere.
Nice decor.
The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
Are these theatrics leading somewhere?
Are you not entertained? Well, far be it from me to disappoint.
Ooh.
What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain.
Yeah, no.
Easy, easy. I'm here to help, not harm. Consider your predicament. 1 skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that.
You're mad if you think I'll make a deal with a devil.
And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I have a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself, shop around, beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
I think I'll have the last laugh in the end, Raphael.
I've always wondered what a laughing mind flayer sounds like.
Ooh.
All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Well, that was exciting. We're gonna go back to the middle of the village. We're actually gonna head back to camp because I'm positive that our companions will have thoughts on the devil. Hello.
Now there's a bloody devil trailing after us. Well, this gets better and better. Shop around, he said. He seems sure we won't find anything. And he might be right. We've had no luck so far.
I love that I can't see your eyes while you're talking to me. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
If we don't know what we're walking into, that bridge will collapse under us. The devil has a plan. He's playing with us. Cazador, my old master, liked to toy with people too. Let them think there was hope right until the end. Until he snatched it all away. Creatures like them don't play games. Unless they know they can win.
We're not his playthings. We'll show him that.
Maybe. But he's not the only one spinning a web for us. This is no ordinary mind flayer parasite. Who tampered with it, and why? What do they have planned for us? And why are we important enough that a devil comes knocking on our door? If we find those answers, we might have a chance.
Bloody hell. Literally. Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows up. No matter. We've dealt with every other oddity thrown at us lately. We can handle this one too. Now, as for this Raphael, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you make of him?
He's a devil, and we shouldn't trust him.
No doubts at all. He seemed powerful and very knowledgeable about our problem. Not the worst prospect we've stumbled across. As long as you can look past what he is.
No. Still a devil.
Good.
That's what I wanted to hear. I know people who work much like our new acquaintance does.
You don't need a scourge or a rack to break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient.
When actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us.
Well, I'm glad I made the right decision then.
Perhaps you didn't. See? Sowing doubt is an old trick. Watch out for it. And for Raphael.
This dialogue, I think, gives you the option to do a romantic scene with Shadowheart. I'm not romancing Shadowheart, so we're going to ignore this option. Instead, we're going to come over here and talk to Lae'zel.
This devil, Raphael, flaunts his paltry wings as if he wants to impress us. You saw the red dragon slaying his infernal kin above hell's fires, did you not? Next to a dragon, the devil's a gnat. When I am Kithrak, I will take my queen Vlaakith his head as a trophy.
I think we all know what Lae'zel's opinion is. Kithrak, what does that mean?
Githyanki Knights, the riders that chase the Nautiloid. They are the commissars and enforcers of my queen Vlaakith's will. Vlaakith bestows no greater honor. To wield a Kithrak silver sword is my destiny. I will earn my queen's favor, and I will conquer every layer of hell should she command it.
Why were these knights chasing the Mind Flayer ship?
The Geich are my kind's mortal enemy. It is not unusual for the Kithrak to give chase, to penetrate the hells. This is unusual. But I'm not one to question the wisdom of my queen. I can see but to the horizon. Vlaakith's sight pierces the many planes.
The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral.
Like all fairy tales.
A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales. Don't you think?
That was a short fairy tale. With the right teacher, yes. What are your thoughts on the devil, Will?
Refuse him no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost's always too great.
Says the warlock. Don't worry. I have no interest in a devil's deal.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with. And then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure. But the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
Ominous. Gale might not immediately talk about the devil because I don't know if you saw the quests get updated, but
Do you feel as flattered as I do?
Oh, good.
Fighting to dine with a devil.
What Arcana path did I check? I have no idea. Dining with a devil left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yes, they offer you an apple, but they're the worm that lurks within. Still, don't let his bluster fool you. All that talk of desperation, it merely illustrates his own. I think he wants something from us, badly. And in that knowledge lies our opportunity.
But what is it that the devil wants so badly?
Our souls. But I suspect that's but his opening offer. Let me play the devil's advocate. The man is too eager. Do not dismiss his offer out of hand. If there's one quality all the denizens of the hells embody, it's ambition. Quality they share with many humans, come to think of it.
What do you think Raphael's ambition could be?
I'm in the foggiest. But, based on the evidence before us, we can make certain deductions as to why he sought out our merry band. Fact 1, there's something very strange and very powerful about our tadpoles. Fact 2, a devil offers to take it away. Devils aren't known to aid mortals out of simple kindness. Whatever Raphael wants, we must be the key to getting it, along with our tadpoles. So, I say for now, we wait. If I'm right, Raphael will seek us out again, and when he does, there's a mighty bargain to be made. Remember his Cormyrean rhyme? Down came the claw. Perhaps we should start growing our nails.
Don't be a fool, Gale. No. I guess we can do this too.
What's on your mind? Apart from finding me an artifact to consume, which I assume you're pursuing with the appropriate urgency.
Fine.
That is most gratifying to hear. May I?
Fine. Take this one.
Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
How do I know the real monster isn't you?
My words, my actions, my award-winning smile.
Oh, definitely not the last
Sincerely,
one.
though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
Don't mention it.
My lady, I bow to your boundless kindness.
Anything else to say, Gale?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Nope. But I think everybody else will comment on the fact that Gale just ate a magic ring.
Gale slurped that thing up like a horse with a carrot. I hope he got what he needed from it.
Gale is positively voracious. Well, let him suck up all the magic he needs, as long as he doesn't snack on a Githyanki's silver sword.
Hey, Scratch is good boy.
I've known people who are hungry for power, but Gale takes it a bit too literally for my liking. I wonder how he does it. Why he does it. I'm sure all will be revealed in time, but I don't like it. A waste of perfectly good treasure.
I also do not like it.
So, Gale just consumes magical items like I do wine. We truly are a group apart. Nevertheless, as quirks go, that's a new one for me.
It is, isn't it? Alright, I think I will, actually. I didn't originally plan on resting, but I think I will, because I think I can trigger a scene tonight, and because Shadowheart used up all of her spell slots fighting the ogres. Oh, there's a couple of scenes. What scene is this with the Starian?
There you are.
Oh, this one.
My friend.
Yes. Are you drunk?
I am drunk. Not alcohol, of course. A bear. He took a little of my blood. I took all of his.
Sounds like a dangerous meal.
So's any meal worth having. It's nothing compared to, well, other things I could be dining on, but significantly better than the rats and bugs Cazador served me.
Sounds delicious.
It was exactly as appetizing as you'd think. Still, that was the past. I'll never have to grovel for him again.
True. You can start over. You can be better than what he made you.
Exactly. I can be better than him. Stronger. More powerful. More... Oh. You meant be kinder. Pet bunnies, that sort of thing. I've no objection to being nice, of course. Once I have the power to bend others to my will.
You think power lets you do anything free from consequences?
Well, yes. You can't look at the world and tell me I'm wrong.
I really can't. Careful, there are heroes about. I'd hate for them to get the right idea about you.
Let them. Heroes are half the damn problem. Fools that believe in right and wrong, good and evil. Heroes didn't save me from Cazador. Mind flayers did. They gave me a gift. The strength to take my own freedom. I'm embracing this power. You should too.
That's really quite tragic if you take a second to think about it. Anybody else have an exclamation mark tonight? No. Let's use a supply pack. Oh, I would prefer to use one supply pack. There we go. Oh, that didn't trigger a scene. I thought it would. Well, that's fine. I think we are actually going to stop here for tonight. That's a little over 2 hours, and we got a lot done. So, thanks everybody who tuned in, and I will see you next Monday.